guys, my name is Jasmine and today I'm really going to present about my final project on Touch Designer called Road Journey. Is the title of my final project. This is the name of road entry. This is my student name. This is my student ID, my subject, visual program, and this is my lecturer's name. Introduction. For my final project, I decided to give the name of the road entry. Road entry, it means like it was the journey began step to the unknown, transition from one world to another. Imagine like it's transportation like a train. This is the reference. The first one is the visual called the deep ladder. The second visual reference is the prison portal. See, there was a beautiful prism here, the beautiful pretty lights here. The third one is the visual skylight road. These are the tutorials right here. The first tutorial for my first visual, I think is, well, this one. This is what I found. The second one I found is in the missing to the skyscraper touch designer. This is the city skies highs and the spiky ball. I actually combined this with this tutorial. The something thing that I'm going to choose is the end of the life Kalliope Mori, or you could say like Mori Kalliope. Here's a screenshot of my visual. Here, this is the deep letter I'm talking about. This is the prison portal. And the third one, this is the skylight road. First visual, visual deep ladder. The first one is the first one, geometry. It was split in two. One a torus, the ladder, and another one is a line. And after that, use camera lights on geometry, say every movement the ladder connected by select, math, and null shot. It was actually used for the movement of the ladder. First, it has separation here. It's from this torus. Firstly, torus, and then separated to many geometry here. One is like the full bars, and the second one is like a line, and combine it together with the render. And the render has a separate here in line, and then combine it with out. The second one is the one create the values and adjusted filters and organize so that I can stabilize consist data. Here it's like adjusting it, the root and cameras. Here that is from this camera. Sorry. The the third one is what is here. The section is process data to control the movement, size, rotation, and other effects. Second visual is a prism vortex. This one adjusts before being sent to rendering stage, which is the prism shape form and becomes the main focus of the visual. Here you can see there was a rectangle, geometry, camera, and then like, don't forget constants. Well, constants with wire, there are difference about it. Wireframe, a constant is like a full one. And behind it, this one's the multiple patterns and combine them using instancing, which is null shot. Patterns are arranged to create vortex-like structure, giving the prism more dynamic and complex appearance. And then lastly, after rendering it, applies with the levels, transforms, blur, and bloom. It's for adjusting with it, it can appeal appearance more display with the output. Okay, first one, just put the box and then geometry here, and then adjusting the speed or maybe camera or maybe a pattern, and then combine all of them after the render and apply like a decoration here. The third one with the third visual, this is the skylight road. Finally, last one. The first one is the geometric. I'm sorry. Let's go through the city first. The first one is geometry. The first one, geometry, has separate, which is streets, landscapes, building, and then combine it with separation render, and then connect it with over. Up, uh, the next one is behind here. Part of the LFO math and rename an instant nutshell modifies the building by changing the size, position, and arrangements. Multiple buildings are generated and organized from the city. After render and overing it, applies with it to make it the building glow's appearance. Like this was here, actually. I'll explain it in Touch Designer. Uh, next one here is, this one's the planet. One here, this one's named Planet from the Spiky Ball. And this one, another one is from the city. The planet in Spiky Ball. With the box SOP, it creates 3D planet object using a sphere SOP. First, it made it rectangles, and then made it geometry, and then camera, lights, and then render it all together right here. And this one, as for the noise, math, merge, and instance, which is null as well, it adjusted the color planet and then added instance geometry com. Lastly, add sparkly on the planet when particle SOP and the geocop and then combine with it. There are two types of noises. This one is coming from the sphere one, and then combine, and then it went straight to the geometry, everything here. And then after that, the color one is from the ramp and the noises. After that, after everything that's done, I combined it. I combined it, both of them, using add and overtop and added with other top as a final touch. It's just like the previous one. Like I add not or maybe out. Like I render it both, and then I think I add too many over. I figure out how to put, which is the add, and then combine it with the decoration one. As a final touch, it was completed. Okay, that's all for the slides. Let's move on to the touch designer. Okay, we're back here with my touch designer. Here there are three types of it, like it requested. The first one's the deep ladder. The second one is the prism vortex, and the third one is the skylight route. Let's take a look at the deep ladder first. Actually, I kind of confused about which one it is, but oh well. First, let's this is one I talk about. Separation between stories and then the lines. One is geometry, one is here's the lines. You see the difference here? This is the fill like a full, and another one is a line. After that, this is I have like three geometries here. I don't know how I combine both of them. I know the last one here is like a constant, a wireframe. There you see the visuals right here. It has separate ways. And after that, lastly, it combines it with oval. Oh, I almost forgot. The render, it combines it with the bloom. Oh. Next one is the prism vortex. This one's the shortest one. First is the rectangle. Uh, the rectangle, I don't know much about it. Rectangle, it was connected to geometry, and then add a camera, and then combine it with render. Here I adjusted with I how I say this? I adjusted with the box here. Adjustment with translation, rotate, and then scales. But how I got this pattern is from this noise here. There you see anywhere there are types of difference here. And the last one is outline is properly from the pattern in circles. After rendering it together, I decorate them. I applied it with the color of ramp here, and then look up, and then lastly added the bloom and out. Last but not least, the biggest part is this one. This one is uh the first one. This was the sky city the skylight, which is the city here. I think I did two different renders way too much. There are separations. First, the render, which is rendering on the building only. The second one, the rendering is on the landscape and the streets. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then after rendering it with the name of geometry here, I combined it with the oval. And then the next one is the noise one, the noise top here and the noise LF4 top here. See, the LF4 it was for the movements of the building. It was move on to this blur, rotate kernel. Uh, in the resolution, it can be from the size, I guess. Uh, Never mind. Moving on to the spiky ball. Here are the spiky ball here. A box, a planet is its geometry, the lights one and two, and then render it all together. With this box, it makes planet from this noise chop here, the amplitude one. As for this one, well, how I rotate it is from the instance and the instance tool. And then I applied it with the level, blue and null. And don't forget the background of the planet is particle and geometry. Reason I put it because I thought it would be so cool to put it there without planes. And then after that, I combined both of them using the add one. And then after that, just connect it to the others. Null, pair, level, cross edge, lookup, transform, null, and out. Here are the final results. And as for the songs, you probably wonder how I actually do it. First, let me show you. This is the view, right? And then open here. There you see, I wanted to add a bloom in pre-gamma, so I just dragged it here and use it as reference. There it was blank just because the music wasn't open just yet. But oh, I almost forgot. This one's a time length. I had just adjusted it. And this one's the timer. And in this, when you press this, an initial and start. Usually this is the song I choose. Look at here. Is it over? Is it over? Here you see, when songs are when you open the songs, the visuals are started to appear here. Here they're blooming here, and this one is in the spiky ball. I can turn on and on whatever I want to. I guess that's it for me. Okay, that's all for me today. Thank you so much for listening, Miss. Bye.